Welcome to Stock Insights, Stock, Crypto, Analysis, Discovery. Let's go. First, I just want to thank, you guys for interacting with me, commenting on my videos, liking my videos. I just had a wave of subscribers come from, I'm going to assume, the Cronosphere crowd and Cronos chain crowd in general. Really thank you guys for that, and I hopefully I can keep bringing you guys, content regarding Cronos chain and DeFi in general, because I'm very interested in DeFi. I'm very interested in NFTs, the whole space. And hopefully I can keep bringing you guys value, So I come from the BSC side. That's where I started investing, with cryptocurrencies. It's a harsh environment to start in, with the constant scammers and rug pulls is on that side of things. So it is nice and refreshing to be in Cronos, being an early adopter, and just having, a great community being built on the whole network itself, okay? So we're talking about Cronosphere. Well, this video is going to be an update on, a couple different projects, okay? But we're going to open it up with Cronosphere. So let me just scroll down here, again, thank you guys for showing up. I had a lot of comments, a lot of things with, encouraging comments, and, I had some criticism, and that is fine, and that's exactly what I want. I just don't want, the fairy tale comments, oh, you did an awesome job, blah, blah, blah. I want people to criticize what I did and, call me out on not bringing up certain information, okay? This is what Alex Hernandez did, and that's why we're bringing this up, okay? So, he talked about, I failed to mention the token supply, okay? This is a big deal, and I'm going to explain that once we look at it, okay? But, I failed to mention that in my previous video, which, again, I should have, this was very important, okay? And I'm going to break down the distinction, Then he also talked about my sound quality being bad. I got this old microphone out of, the clutter. Hopefully it's sounding better. But these are the type of comments I like, okay? So, any guys who's watching this video, let me know in the comments down below. Is the audio quality improved? I'm going to be getting a new mic, but, I wanted to try to fix the issue as fast as I could, okay? So we got this toner mic from 2017, and, I'm going to do some back-end work to make sure that the sound is coming in clear to you guys, but I want to, specifically thank Alex, okay? Not only did he give me, good feedback, he gave me some feedback that I need to work on, and that's what we're doing right now, okay? So we're going to be correcting some things about Cronosphere, okay? And this is from the white paper here, okay? So very important. There is only 1 million Sphere created during the token generation event, and the circulating supply will always be reduced with every transaction made. The deflationary rate varies according to the volume and size of transactions. So first, let's just talk about the number itself, okay? 1 million Sphere. This is important because when you don't say that, then you talk about token burns and reflections, everything just gets bunched up until, the Shiba Inus and the Safe Moons. Nothing wrong with those coins if you're an investor in those coins, if it works for you, then it works for you. But they have astronomical token supplies, okay? SHIB and Safe Moon have been out a lot longer than Cronosphere, and I'm pretty much guaranteed that their token supply hasn't burned down to the 1 million level, okay? So this is very special that they're starting at that 1 million token level. It goes down from there. And then this last point, the deflationary rate varies according to the volume and size of transactions. I think that just makes sense, If you have a huge transaction, one, the reflections are going to be bigger. Two, the burn is going to be bigger. If you have a small transaction, the reflection is not going to be so much, and the burn is not going to be so much. So that just makes sense. The rest of this I'm not going to go through because that actually breaks down the tokenomics, which we did go through in our last video. But I did want to highlight this, okay? There's only 1 million Sphere that was created. There's no more Sphere. And now there's not even 1 million Sphere anymore. It's less than that just because of all the burns that have been going on. So, those are the two things that I did want to mention, and then, there is something else that I wanted to mention. I didn't bring it up in my last video, but Cronosphere, they have some vaults that they were going to be bringing, okay? They haven't brought it yet. This is coming soon. If you join their Telegram group, you'll be able to find out more information about said vaults. Now, since we're here, I probably should have mentioned it at the beginning of the video. There's going to be a giveaway on my channel, okay? And it's going to be sponsored by Cronosphere. I had someone from the team that came back. They said, I did a great job on the video. And, they wanted to give back to the community in some way. And, I am a part of the community. So I want to just use my channel to facilitate that. So there will be a giveaway of 100 Cronosphere, okay? It's going to be cut in half, so it's going to be 50-50, so somebody's getting 50, somebody else is getting 50. I think Cronosphere is floating around the $1 mark right now, so it's essentially somewhere in the $50 range if you want to, translate it to the USD value. That is something we're going to be doing, for not just a Cronosphere group. This is also open to, other Cronos chains or any other chain, This is just bringing awareness to Cronosphere. If you're in Cronosphere, then, you should get rewarded for being in it and being an early adopter. But if you're not in Cronosphere, hopefully you start to learn about it and, you can get within this community. So this is just going to be, more or less for spreading word so people can know what Cronosphere is. You do your own due diligence apart from watching the videos. This is my second video on it. But there will be a giveaway. I'm going to leave more details on my Twitter page. So I'm going to leave that link down in the comments down below. And, you might want to subscribe up if you haven't yet, just so you can keep aware of this and, see who won. But back to the vaults. So we see here the vaults aren't in yet, but we look down here. Well, first let's look at this animation. Okay, I'm all about, beautiful animation, just very visual things. They killed it again on the animation over here, This is the Cronosphere symbol down here, and I don't know what all this is, but this is it's freaking awesome. This in itself could probably be an NFT, but I don't know, where they got the other images from. I mean, kudos again. So aside from the animation, just take a look down here at the bottom to see, what at the beginning they're going to be allowing in their vaults. So we see here they have the CRO USDC, VVS CRO, which is a decentralized DEX CRO, then the same decentralized DEX CRO USDC. And as we zoom in a little bit, obviously I am a big time fan of these next two. We have DEGG USDC and DEGG CRO. So, I am a big DEGG or DuckyDefi person. I'm a newer mod on their channel, which doesn't mean anything. Me being a mod just means that I'm deleting spam comments. I get no compensation for being a mod. I have a full-time job outside of YouTube and being a mod. So, me being a mod with DuckyDefi is just more or less to get rid of the spam that, sometimes comes in the comment section. Anywho, yeah, those are all the vaults or initial vaults that you're going to be, allowing at the beginning. Now, with any vaults, and I'll say this, you do have to mind the performance fees. So you would insert this liquidity pair into the Cronosphere vaults, and you would more than likely receive Cronosphere back as the reward token. But you do have to mind whatever the performance fee is. And I'm not sure what it is going to be here. Typically, it's between 1 to 3.5%, 1% being on a real low end and 3.5% being on the higher end. But it's just something to keep in mind. This is awesome, I love seeing, they're integrating these popular dexes. VVS is obviously the biggest dex for right now. You have CRO. I haven't really, delved deep into that. And then you also have DuckyDefi, which, I've had a few videos about. And that takes us to our next section. So we are going to be doing an update video for DuckyDefi right now. So this is a few days ago, okay, from the 16th. The previous pools ended, okay. So those two pools that ended were the Wrap CRO and the Atom pool. So what they did is they did this poll right here, just to see what the community wants for the new pools that come out. We see we have overwhelming majority want the Wrap Pro pools, and we see Atom is coming in at the number 2 spot. I'm just going to assume the Bitcoin and Ethereum didn't make it this far because they're the number one and number two cryptocurrencies, so there isn't a lot of grow room as far as those cryptocurrencies in general. That's just me speculating, but the Rap Crow and Atom seems like that's what the community wants, and I'm not saying that's definitely what's going to be coming out. Again, I'm just a mod, I'm not a developer. For them doing this, I'm just going to assume that they're going to follow with what the community wants. They had 204 votes, pretty good turnout. So as of right now, the pools aren't open, okay? So it's just the auto dig as far as pools go. You still have the farm side of things. So what does that mean? I mean, now is the accumulation phase. When these pools come out, before they had a limiter on the amount of dig that you can put in the pool, which was 25,000. That was a 5,000 dig increase from previously, which was only 20,000. So I'm not sure what they're going to do next. Is it going to stay at 25,000, or increase it, or are they going to decrease it? I guess, they run their analytic numbers in the background, and that's how they make their determination. Okay, and the second preview that they have is their NFT preview. I'm a huge advocate of what they're doing. The way that they do it, they're keeping it away from someone copying their idea. But I'm just a huge advocate of what they're doing right now. This is all hand drawn, and it looks awesome. It's very, very unique, and I like unique NFTs. I don't personally have a bunch of NFTs on the Cronos side. I have a lot of NFTs on Ethereum Classic. If you're a longtime subscriber, yes, I talk about Ethereum Classic, and yes, I do have a few NFTs on that side of the thing. So this is going to be one of my prized possessions on Cronos side once these NFTs come out. And again, just personally, I'm just talking about me. We see a duck with a mohawk here, a duck with an ice cream shaped head. The background looks awesome, and it is not. I can tell. Let me try to get a freeze frame here. It doesn't look computer generated. They said that these are hand drawn, and it looks so. Just from me looking at it, especially if we can look at some of the background stuff, like that moon in the background. The moon, you can tell. It's not like a perfectly shaped moon. It does look kind of distorted, as if someone was doing it by hand. So I think that extra layer of attention to the detail is going to make a world of difference. And this is just in my opinion, okay? So, that's just a quick update with DuckyDefi on the Telegram group, and I strongly advise you to go check that out if you're interested. The DuckyDefi dev stated that March will be the next wave of pulls. So, we do have a few days until March, and, obviously the markets are going to react to that type of news. You may have a chance to get some dig for lower than expected just because people are going to sell out, people are going to come back in. But once those pulls hit, don't take it from me. I am not a financial advisor. Got to say that up front. Got to say it again, I should say. I'm not a financial advisor, but in my experience being with DuckyDefi, once those pulls come out, you're going to see a jump in the price, okay? And this is over me being in 3 sessions of pulls, okay? So this is just something to keep in mind, again, not financial advice. Do your own research. Make sure, go to the DuckyDefi Telegram group, scroll all the way up and just read all the chats, So that is the video for you guys. What do you guys think? Hopefully I, bring that extra information for Cronosphere. Everyone who isn't in Cronosphere is aware of the token supply, and everyone that is in Cronosphere understand that I made a simple mistake, and I apologize for that. But we did fix that, and we also brought you the vaults that are due to premiere sometime soon. So I would strongly encourage you to follow the Cronosphere Twitter and Cronosphere Telegram group so you can get the latest information on when that drops, because we all know at the beginning the APRs are going to be incredibly high, and over time with more people staking more liquidity pairs within this vault, it's just going to come down over time. So that is something to keep in mind. Think about the new DuckyDefi updates that I just gave you guys. Are you bullish on these NFTs I just showed you? Are you sticking around for the next pulls? None of it's financial advice. You guys got to do what you got to do. And, where I stand with DuckyDefi. I think it's going to be one of the top dexes at some point in time. But whatever your thoughts, leave them in the comments down below. Again, thank you guys for following along with this journey. Hopefully I keep bringing you guys value. I do have an MMF video that's due to release sometime soon. So definitely sub up so you can look at that video. It's very important information that I want to drop. Matter of fact, I'll probably be making that video after I upload this video, just so that I have all the information put on video and I can just edit it afterwards. But it is a very, very important update. So you sub up if you're new here. I talk about stock, I talk about crypto. So if you're interested in any of those topics, hit that sub button. Like this video if you like this video. I don't know anything about that YouTube algorithm, but if you like this video, you will be helping out the channel. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.